Third down and 9. Indeed they do. 3 rush, 8 back, and still Brady finds Branch wide open for a touchdown. 8 guys back, and Branch got that free.
Haynes is taking the place of Parker. Second down goal at the 3. Tooman, the tight end, on the move. Nice block. Time for Roethlisberger. Touchdown. It's caught by the rookie out of Virginia, Heath Miller.
Carney. It's straight. It's drifting. And it's good. I'm showing 3 seconds left.
Second and goal at the 1. Lossman fires in the end zone. Oh, man! Touchdown! Jason Peters, the tackle-eligible play. And that must be Sam White somewhere up there calling that one.
That padding, it will actually harden to dissipate the force of that blow to try and give him some more protection on that sternum.
Third down and 6. McNabb looking for anyone downfield. Doesn't want to run, and he fires, and he finds Terrell Owens wide open, and Owens is going to score. How about that? 68 yards, McNabb to Owens. And that's his answer to Derek Smith's comments criticizing him during the week. The 49er line.
About your offense and defense. I mean, this is what good offense is, when you can make plays in this situation. Good defense is when you can stop those plays.
From the 30, Brunell going deep for Moss again. He makes the catch, and Santana Moss for a touchdown. Wow! And again, it's Glenn and Williams on the coverage. He beats the same 2 guys.
Unbelievable.
So Greg Lewis now with 3 catches, 39 yards to lead the Eagles. First down, handed off. Westbrook weaving his way to the 5. Touchdown!
He makes this. Vinatieri with the kick from 43 yards, and he does it again with 1 second. Unbelievable. LT. Touchdown.
They wanted to use him more. They have used him early, often, and plenty.
39 yards. They'll go back. It's good. Got it. The Redskins go to 3-0.
Play action. McNabb gets out of trouble and flips for the touchdown to Smith. And McNabb showing great feet, good agility, bad groin at all. Organization, we said it last year during the Super Bowl. This may be the best run organization in the NFL, the Philadelphia Eagles, from the front office to the head coach.
Now it is the 8th play of the drive. Second down and goal at the 1. Adams remains, this time on the left side. And McGahee slithers in for a Buffalo touchdown.
And I don't think it's all because of the play of the offensive line. It just seems that each play when they've run the football, particularly last week, one guy was having a mistake. Bledsoe with plenty of time, end zone. Glenn for the touchdown.
And then they went away from him.
5 wides. Maddox.
Intercepted. It's Rasheed Mathis to win it for Jacksonville.
And he always plays with a chip on his shoulder because he figures this could be it.
At the bell, balls in for the touchdown.
Second down and goal. 2 tight ends for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Great fake by Roethlisberger and an easy touchdown. That's to the tight end, Heath Miller, who for a third consecutive game catches a touchdown in his rookie campaign.
If they throw it in the end zone. Manning looking. Here comes the pressure. Pass. Catch is made. It's Toomer again against the Broncos like he did back in '98.
Defense can't see him. And then he's just looking for that little crack. And there shouldn't be too many cracks in it.
Following his fullback, Justin Griffith. Tight formation here on third down and goal from the 1. And Vic's going to throw. At least he starts to throw. And then he's going to take it in. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. You never know with him. He's going to throw. He's going to run. He's going to throw again. And then he runs it in for a touchdown.
A gain of 34 for the Cowboys. Well into Arizona territory now. Marion Barber up the middle. A first down and more. And a touchdown for Marion Barber. Boy, you talk about striking fast. This will remind Cowboy fans of the Eagles game here a few weeks ago.
Gus Farrat in the shotgun. They need to go to the 6 for a first down. Here's Farrat in the end zone. Touchdown. Chris Chambers. A 12-yard touchdown strike.
Great call by the official. I hate it when those guys are right all the time.
And they're usually right. First down and goal at the 1. Rudy Johnson. And he gets in. Touchdown Cincinnati. Rudy Johnson running hard. And that's his third rushing touchdown of the season as Cincinnati takes a 6-3 lead.
Bober with the tackle eligible. 3 tight ends with Dunn in motion. Larry Johnson diving in for the lead, and yes, he got it. And no time remains, and that's it, and Kansas City has won with the extra point in waiting.
From 2000 on, now it's third down and goal from the 1-yard line. James, the running back. Manning, as he's prone to do, pointing across the line. A lot of gesticulating. And now a quick drop and a fade to Harrison, and Harrison is able to make the catch for the touchdown. One-on-one with Asante Samuel, the left corner, and Indianapolis strikes first.
In the red zone this season, 33 possessions, 20 touchdowns, 9 field goals. And that's what you want, play fake. They set up Dallas Clark. He tries to beat his man in the corner, touchdown.
Win the game, and the kick is going to be well short, and that's the way it will end. And for Bill Parcells, I mean, think, he gets up, he drives to bury his brother at 7 o'clock in the morning.
We'll try and send this game into overtime. Wide to the right. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers on the road have pulled into a first-place tie in the NFC South with the Carolina Panthers. The Buccaneers defeat the Falcons by the score of 30-27.
That's how efficient and how good they are.
On the one-on-one drill, and Peyton said it's still bothering him. Talking about Marvin. Third down, across the middle. Clark, and he's in for a touchdown. Dallas Clark feasting down the middle of the field all game long. 21 yards and a touchdown.
24 yards for the win. Kick by Elam. It is good. Denver wins it.
Was in the CFL for 2 years. Played in Kansas City, but was a seldom used backup for 4 years. Brooks throws another strike. Stallworth. Touchdown.
Oh, what a great move by Stallworth at the end of this play. But do you know what something had happened in this play, Joe? They had time, because there is no crowd noise, he had time to audibilize out loud, had everybody move and get in position.
In the duty because of injuries. Charles Woodson is out. Washington last week did have a forced fumble in that win over Washington. fake the handoff. Farouk steps up. Farouk throws. Deep ball. Separation. Catch made. Brian Gilmore. And he's got it for the touchdown.
All three Philadelphia possessions have started inside Green Bay territory. They lead 3-0. And Westbrook carries it. Nice run, looking for more. Looking at the end zone. Touchdown. No flags.
At Cincinnati, 31 in the game before that, 40 at New England on a Monday night 3 weeks ago. And Manning will go right to the air. And Manning going for 6. And he has a wide open Harrison. And that's the way the undefeated Indianapolis Colts begin the game. With an 80-yard touchdown as Harrison runs right by Ike Taylor.
3 of 4 today. Rudy Johnson 13 yards away from the century mark. Rare to do against Pittsburgh. Here he goes. On the outside at the 10, the 5. He is in the end zone. Another touchdown for Rudy Johnson and the Bengals. They ran right at the Steeler blitz.
Vrabel is in. Ashworth are in on the offensive line. 2nd and goal, and the handoff for a touchdown run, and Corey Dillon slamming through. Runs it in, his 8th touchdown of the season.
Right now the Carolina defense has to come through. Cadillac Williams back on the field. On 3rd and 9, it's Williams. Cuts it inside, he goes in, touchdown!
Yards after contact.
Another great run by Cadillac Williams. And the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have opened up a huge lead.
Harding to the Pro Bowl last year. Faneca went to the last 4 Pro Bowls. 2nd down and goal. They go to Bettis again. Bettis gets hit. Still driving. Touchdown! Colquitt on the hold, and the kick on its way. It is wide of the mark, and the Cowboys have won it.
Tony chased out Tom Ashworth from the fullback spot.
They listen to me every now and then.
Right going in motion. And there is Brady. Flips it. Touchdown, nice. Corey Dillon. And Corey Dillon with a drop kick into the crowd. His 2nd touchdown of the game. They spread the defense. They got it to the running back after a long delay. And another score, 27-0 New England.
3rd and 5. Miami looking to cash in. Shotgun. Farouk steps up. Fires. Touchdown. Chris Chambers. What a tear he is on.
Over here, or do they find this tight end, Jeremy Stevens? Backside, wide open Jackson. Can he get in? Yes! Touchdown Seahawks. Perfectly executed play.
So the Bengals are called for their 2nd holding penalty. Instead of 1st and goal at the 6, it's 1st and goal at the 16. Draw play. Here's Rudy with a lane. Touchdown.
The triumvirate of receivers for the Chiefs, a 13-yard penalty. Johnson in the backfield. 5 in the secondary for the San Diego Chargers. Jamal Williams back on the defensive line. 1st and 10. Green. Larry Johnson. Through Fletcher. And down the sideline. High-stepping it in, and a touchdown. A 28-yard catch and run by Larry Johnson.
You try the extra long field goal. 8 out of 11 on 3rd down. Great success for them. Bowler. Mason. Touchdown. Oh, does he run a sweet move on Anton Winfield. Great blocking. Terrific patience by Kyle Bowler.
Wonderful route by Derek Mason to sell him on the stop and go.
And Derek Mason with 8 catches for 92 yards and just going.
See, they'll be out at Seattle later today, and tough time for the Indianapolis Colts.
Intercepted Carlos Dansby, and he scores. He had an 18-yard interception return for a touchdown versus the Giants in week 1. And now he gets the tip glove off of the McMahon pass and runs that in.
From 41 yards. The kick by Bryant is good with 15 seconds remaining in overtime.
They have 5 players from the defensive unit going to the Pro Bowl, the most since 5 went from the 1985 team. Michael Bennett with a big burst. Michael Bennett in a foot race. Turns it on. And Bennett will score. No flags down. 61-yard touchdown run by Bennett.
It's kind of a shot at the former management.
Green underneath to D. Brown. Brown touchdown. D. Brown with his first touchdown as a Chief.
Dwight and Childress receivers.
This'll do it.
Castle to the end zone. Caught! It's a touchdown! The tight end, Benjamin Watson. Can you believe this? With no time in regulation and the 2-point try in waiting. Castle for the tie, and that's it, and Miami wins it. The Dolphins win their 6th consecutive game. It is their first 6-game winning streak since '92, their best finish to a season since '85. They end the season 9-7, but out of the playoffs. New England is the 4 seed. They finish 10-6. But what a terrific game.
They started the week ranked 10th in offense allowed. And as Neil mentions, they want to keep that ranking in the top 10. 2nd and 9 from the 18 for Sorgi now. Looks off the defender, hangs it into the end zone for a wide-open Troy Walters Indianapolis touchdown.
Guess who made that play go? Dominic Rhodes. The tailback for the Colts picked up the blitzing Adrian Wilson, giving Jim Sorgi time to throw that touchdown pass.
And Ward has just gone over the 7,000-yard career receiving mark. Bettis, is he in? Yes! 3 touchdowns on the day for Jerome Bettis. Off. Back end of defensive tackle. 5 minutes into the game, it's 1st and goal. The fake to Jacobs. Manning on a roll. Manning looking for the end zone. He's in there. Touchdown.
2nd down and 4 at the 7. Miller in motion. Now Parker, can he get outside? Parker, smelling it. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
They think he's a playmaker, a guy that can do it on the other side of the line.
Sammy Morris is in the backfield now. The fake to him. Brady with time. Hit as he throws the ball. That is complete. Randy Moss. And Moss lost the football.
And Tom Brady got hit right on the knee. He got hit right on the knee. Kansas City came up with the ball, but that's not the story. Tom Brady took a tremendous hit as he released that ball right on his left leg.
Now 3rd and 8, and the Chiefs defense trying to hold. Castle to the end zone. Touchdown! Randy Moss.
Hobbling the snap. Delhomme into the end zone. And it's caught by Dante Rosario at the back of the end zone. And the Panthers win the game. Stunning.
To the 2-back rotate. Solomon, that's the reality now. You've got to have 2.
Got to have 2. I agree.
After the timeout, Young throws it. Low throw. Johnson dives. Touchdown.
What a play by this kid, Chris Johnson. Even Vince knows the ball wasn't thrown well. It was a lot of work to make the catch and then to keep the balance and extend it into the end zone by Chris Johnson. A phenomenal play. He is the weapon. In my mind, a budding star.
Good starting position here for the Jets from the 44. Vernius Coles is not in. Great play action fake. Favre going long for Kotchery. Kotchery hauls it in at the 10, and he is in for the touchdown. What a fake by Favre.
Yeah, and I think what you'll notice from this defense, and the biggest change is speed. They've got a lot of speed on this defense, and they're going to play hard, and that's something that Marinelli's preached all offseason and in training camp. Let's give maximum effort every play.
Ryan back for his first NFL pass attempt. It's complete to Michael Jenkins, and he breaks a big one. There goes Michael Jenkins. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 62-yard TD strike.
In the pocket.
8th play of the drive. They get a first down to the 42.
You've got one-on-one on the outside. This is where you want to throw it on the early downs.
End around to Mason, double reverse, picked up by Clayton. There was a huge block. Flacco will throw a block. Rivers can't make the tackle. He's going to go inside the 5 and down for a touchdown. What a run and what a play.
Westbrook and Hunt, the split backs. McNabb, shovel pass. Westbrook, touchdown.
Good throw down here. Oh, boy. Touchdown. Corey Hall.
Third and goal. Vrabel's in. It's Morris up and in for the game's first touchdown. Sammy Morris. Some serious hang time for Sammy. And
so now here it is. Overtime if he scores. San Diego win if he doesn't. Cutler to the end zone. There it is. Overtime. Eddie Royal, the brilliant rookie from Virginia Tech. Oh, look at is Shanahan saying go for 2 here?
Looks like
they're going to go for the win. Oh, why? Shanahan isn't playing for the tie in overtime at home. At home, usually that's the call. I'm at home. This is for the possible victory. The throw is there. The Broncos win. Eddie Royal. Oh, wait, 24 seconds. Excuse me, 24 to go.
Placed down by Lee. Nedby's kick this time is good.
Avant had 3 catches last week. Good, tough third down receiver.
McNabb loading up deep for Deshaun Jackson. He hauled it in. Oh, wow. Did he get over the goal line? Did he get over the goal line? Yes, he did. Touchdown.
After review, the runner lost control of the football prior to going into the end zone. By rule, the ball was along the Philadelphia on the 1-yard line, first and goal.
This is almost like, do you remember the game, was it in San Diego a couple of years ago, where you had a backward pass, a player who got up was untouched for a first down, and in celebration...
Personnel groupings Denver's been using. He's been on the field a lot. He's not on the field, however, right now.
Yeah, out right now on first and goal. Handoff is to Pittman. Touchdown, Denver.
And they're all going to play about the same number of plays. This is the 13th play of this drive. First down for the Eagles. McNabb looked end zone. Goes underneath instead. Buckholzer at the 10. At the 5. Hurdles. And in for the touchdown.
What a job by Donovan McNabb.
And now Miami sends Pennington out to the perimeter again, and it's Ronnie Brown. And they continue to gash the Patriots. Ronnie Brown is gone. Touchdown, Dolphins. He has just tied Miami's franchise record.
To give the momentum back to them.
3rd and 20. Stepping up. Going deep, and again it is caught by Miles Austin for a touchdown. Tony Romo feeling the pressure, stepping up, then going deep downfield, and the second huge catch of the night for Miles Austin. 52 yards.
Cotchery went in motion. And Barnes pass, wide open, touchdown for the rookie tight end, Dustin Keller.
Boy, a lot of these have been so easy, Baldy.
Well, he got a little motion, which said they're going to be a man-to-man. That's why he put Jericho Cotchery in motion. Once Brett saw man-to-man, he said, you know what, we've gotten the ball to our receivers. How about it to a tight end? And 6 touchdown passes for Brett Favre and a career 54-35, and Washington close to the goal line makes it in for the 2-point conversion. And the Jets lead 56-35.
Snap good, hold good, kick good. Steelers win by that much. What a turnaround. Manning throwing far corner of the end zone. It is caught. Touchdown. Reggie Wayne. That is unbelievable. What a catch by Reggie Wayne. Did he get both of his feet?
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field will stand. The receiver's shin hit the ground prior to the knee. It is a touchdown.
A sputtering New England offense 2 weeks ago against Miami at home and having trouble early today in San Francisco. 3rd and long for Castle out of the shotgun. Looking for Welker. Rolls, and he's going to throw long for Randy Moss. He's open, and Randy Moss has a touchdown. What a throw by Castle on the stride to Randy Moss. A 66-yard score. 4th and goal.
Bootleg. Got it. Touchdown, Justin Peele.
Well, that surprised me. It's hard to be critical when a play works like that, but the Green Bay Packers actually did a good job of covering that naked bootleg.
Vikings lead by 3. 13 seconds left. I think we'll see Reggie Bush go back on this kickoff here for the Saints.
I don't believe they will kick this deep no matter who is back there. Based on what has happened so far this evening on punts and kickoffs, the Saints have brought a lot of kickoffs back in good field position.
First of the game, excuse me.
Quick toss intercepted. Jaquay Parker, the defensive end. He's heading for the end zone. Touchdown. The defensive end dropped back in coverage and picked off J.T. O'Sullivan and has put this game away for the Eagles.
Defender, Rodney Harrison.
Yeah, what Harrison was actually saying to the official was offensive interference. He pushed off.
Yeah, he did. That's how he got open.
Yeah. Here's Darren Sproles in the backfield now, and they fake it to him. And Rivers steps up, and Rivers is going deep for Floyd. And Malcolm Floyd makes the catch for a touchdown. 49 yards, and they go to work on Delta O'Neal tonight, and O'Neal has now given up passes.
Checked in, the 2 tight ends in there for, in fact, now make it 3. McHugh is on the near side. They got Spieth and Miller on the far. 1st and goal at the 2. Moore is open. And he's got the touchdown, beating the linebacker, Brandon Johnson. A 2-yard touchdown pass that goes to Mewelde Moore, his first reception in the end zone this year for the Steelers.
Forte and McKee in the backfield. Forte, touchdown. Just walks in easily. As they block down well, McKee with a big block. And Forte takes it in, and the Bears widen their lead.
Getting the recognition that they have deserved for quite some time. This year, highly regarded as the best line in football, and I wouldn't disagree with that.
Giants moving the ball, the Steelers not here in the fourth quarter. Second down and goal, and there is Manning with a pass touchdown to Kevin Boss. The Giants finally score in the red zone and take the lead with 3:07 remaining in the fourth. Leading by 6 now, 20-14.
Appeared to be a wrong call by the officials on a muff punt. It's second down for the Eagles, who lead by 6. Westbrook again. Breaks through. Westbrook may go all the way. Yes, he does.
So in the red zone again, Breeze. Again, steps away, now flings it back to the end zone for the touchdown. That's Henderson. Touchdown, New Orleans.
On the left hash, Baronis. This time, nails it. It's airborne. It's long enough. It's long enough. It's good. The Bucs win. Bucs win. Bucs win in Kansas City. How about them Buccaneers? Matt Ryan kicks a 34-yard field goal to accomplish the greatest comeback in Buccaneer football history.
And Klecko. And it's going to be play action, and McNabb will get the touchdown. And he gets it to the lineman who is eligible for the score.
Todd Harrimans. The Eagles have struggled at tight end, losing L.J. Smith. So Todd Harrimans has been going out and playing.
Fourth down and 5. Roethlisberger looked for a minute like, hate it. Oh, here he goes. Stepping away all kinds of time. Now here's the heave to the end zone. Washington is there, the tip twice, and the Colts come up with it. Melvin Bullitt secures it, and the Colts win it.
8.5 to go in the opening quarter. This is the Giants' second possession. Their first ended in an interception, which the Eagles turned into a touchdown. And Manning guns it to the end zone on 3rd and 9, and it is caught by Burris. Touchdown Giants. Sheldon Brown on a corner blitz that time, and Manning hung in there and hits him for 17 yards and a touchdown.
In the division. Snap is good, and Feely knocks it through, and the Jets have won it. In overtime, 34-31.
Had to hold the breath till the very end. Rivers, open. Jackson drops it, and Polamalu almost makes the interception. In fact, they play on the field as if he did. I thought it hit the ground. Polamalu is still on his feet. He's able to shake free from 3 hits and still going. Now he falls on his own. Slips it to 43, but we'll have to examine this. There's a flag on the back end.
After the interception, there are 2 fouls on the play. Illegal block in the back, number 57, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, number 51. The ball will be placed at the spot of the Steelers' foul. Their ball, first down.
Second and goal. Roethlisberger has his tight end for a touchdown, Heath Miller. Miller's second touchdown catch of the season.
There's a lot that you sometimes can gain when you lose because of the unique situation you're in. When you lose, it makes you go back and
start paying attention to the details that you might not look at when you win everything.
Leon Washington near the goal line, and it's a touchdown signal. Jets punch it across. 4-yard touchdown run.
They have had trouble punching in from 1 yard out.
Cobb still has it. Throws into the end zone. It's intercepted by Ed Reed. He gets away from Cobb, and he is still going down the sideline. Brett Selleck trying to cut him off. Reed needs one more block. He goes all the way. Touchdown. Smith puts it down, and Vinatieri's kick is good to win the game. And the Indianapolis Colts win it on a Adam Vinatieri field goal from 51.
Beating up on Al Harris and Charles Woodson and the rest of the Green Bay secondary. Thomas into the clear, and the Saints tie a record for the most points they've ever scored in a game. And the Louisiana leap in the Superdome end zone.
And now Hill on the sideline being looked at. 2nd and goal. Barber, that was easy. Touchdown.
So a 1st and goal to go. We'll spot it at the 6 with Chris Johnson, the running back. Johnson, wide open, untouched. Tennessee, 2 plays, touchdown. Off the McDonald fumble.
Moving him out of the pocket, trying to establish a run, some screens, draws. McNabb taking off and running with the football. This was 5 years ago, Donovan McNabb and the Philadelphia Eagles.
3rd and goal from the 5. McNabb with time underneath. McNabb gets the touchdown. Deshaun Jackson. That little extra effort got him in.
Another injury that lost for the year. Marlon Jackson was the other corner for these Colts. Went out with a knee on IR earlier this season.
Some teams, injuries are excuses. Other teams are just opportunities for whoever's behind the guy that's hurt.
Sounds like Dungy's Colts, doesn't it?
Anderson has it knocked away from behind. That's a loose ball and a live ball, and here come the Colts to take the lead with Robert Mathis making the big play again. Mathis, who was the star, forcing the fumble on Phillip Rivers that may have saved the victory for the Colts a week ago, and now he comes up with a possible game winner and a 37-yard return. It was Freeney that stripped it away.
On 2nd and goal, this is Russell straight ahead, touchdown. And Greg, I'll say this. Tennessee and the Jets have been garnering a lot of attention this year. I think this game is a game that where the Pittsburgh.
Vrabel is in a tight end. But it's the dive by Sammy Morris for the touchdown. For the first time in Seattle today, the Patriots have the lead. Looking for Welker. They get him. The 2-point conversion to the mighty Mike Welker. What a player he is. You saw the hits he's absorbed to bounce back and play and come up with a 13-catch game.
3-0 Eagles, 2 minutes to go. Second quarter. Aaron Ross of the Giants has gone in for x-rays on his ankle. Kevin Curtis of the Eagles has gone to the locker room as well. 10th play of the drive for Philadelphia. The handoff to Westbrook. Westbrook breaks free. Westbrook inside the 10, the 5, touchdown.
2nd and 8. Romo throws high, intercepted. Townsend. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Runs, 32 passes, Kevin, for 440 yards against this Raiders defense.
Couple tight ends. Thomas is in there, 3rd down and 2. Lamont Jordan. Thomas with a good block, and there goes Jordan. Always going to come up and strike revenge on his former team, the Raiders. A 49-yard touchdown run. And David Thomas, who has seen very few snaps today at tight end, had a great block, and he had Lauren enjoy it with him.
We talk about
Jets will get another stoppage of the clock at the 2-minute warning. Play fake. Rossman under pressure, lost the football. Still on the loose, picked up by the Jets, inside the 5, to the end zone, touchdown! Sean Ellis. Do you believe that?
All game long. 3rd and goal from the 4. Roethlisberger, first option, shut down. Looking for a second, a 3rd option, now throws it. Man's there. Is he in the end zone? Is he in or outside? They're going to mark him outside.
We have a touchdown.
It's a touchdown for Pittsburgh. 19 seconds. Flacco will go for the big ball. Yes, he does. Down the field, and he's intercepted. William Gay has it, and the Steelers are going to lay claim to the AFC North Division title.
2nd and goal for Garrard. Under pressure, gets sacked by Dwight Freeney. They're out of timeouts.
Not happening. This game's over.
Heat in motion. McClain.
Here we go
Ron
again.
McClain.
Here we
got
go
a first
again.
down.
Here we go again.
Needs a block. And LeRon McClain's going to go in.
I'm sorry, guys.
82 yards.
Marshall.
Unbelievable.
On either side on that return.
So a grape has not been busted as of yet.
That ground is hard.
So from the 31, Chad Pennington sets his line. Great field position to open it up. He fakes to the fullback and gives to Ted Ginn on the reverse. And Ginn, plenty of running room. 10, 5, touchdown. Oh my, 2 plays and a quick Miami announcement here in Kansas City.
They'll try to end it with a touchdown. Brandon Jacobs. To the end zone. And cementing home field for the NFC playoffs.
Last 2 years now, hey, are you going to come back? You know, what's going to happen? A new deal would eliminate all that conversation. Squib kick by Akers. Here is Pac-Man Jones. And Pac-Man loses the football. Has it ripped out, and the Eagles take over. And with 5 seconds left, they'll have an opportunity for a field goal by David Akers.
And here is Ryan Longwell's kick to try to win it for the Vikings. And the kick is good! The Vikings have won it and clinched the division championship.
Final score, 20-19 over the Giants.
Gronkowski.
It's picked off. Taylor, make that Carter. Touchdown.
And if he remembered the last time that this happened, he did remember it. And if you're in one of those playoff games and you lose it, you'll remember it for the rest of your life because there's no game next week.
Meanwhile, here is Hester putting an exclamation point on a Charger win.
And Wilson now comes into the game on 2nd down and 8. Wilson on the toss. And Wilson he's always had fumble issues, and there it is as he tossed it up, and Barry Church winds up with it. And that's what the Giants were talking about the other day with David Wilson, trying to get him to carry the ball the way they taught Tiki Barber to carry it high and tight. Sure enough,
3rd down and goal. Smith. Pass is caught by Vernon Davis for the touchdown. And a conversion on 3rd and goal by San Francisco. And Davis is rejected by the crossbar that was...
Gabbert. Vikings win.
Talking about how much faster and efficient the Patriots look. Well, the game's not nearly as fast for Ridley as he told us. That's Connolly lined up as a fullback on 1st and goal. The fake to Ridley, the pass back to the end zone, and Gronkowski has a touchdown. Rob Gronkowski.
After review, the ruling on the field is confirmed. It is a touchdown.
A vertical passing game offense type of play.
Absolutely. You know, it just messes with that defensive end. You know, those pass rushers, they get their ears cocked back, and, you know, that's a play you want to run that situation.
Seen you run that at the Rams many a time. Fake it, go to the boot, straight back, touchdown, Bucks. Mike Williams.
Robert Griffin III, 6 for 6 on the Redskins' first possession. He fires downfield. He's now 7 for 7 as Garcon breaks free. Pierre Garcon will not be caught. 88 yards to number 88 for the first touchdown of RG3's NFL career.
Well, it looks like they didn't go with the screen.
We're going to dink and dunk you on the opening drive. The second one, we're coming after you to throw a dagger.
Suck you right in, and all of a sudden we're going to go deep.
I tell you what.
This is the offense he's typically used to. High tempo, up tempo, 2-minute drill.
Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie is in there. Brandon Hughes is the nickel back. And Whedon's pass is going to be intercepted by Kurt Coleman. And Coleman goes down. And the Eagles, with the big interception, will take over with 1:05 to go and a 1-point lead.
Had the ball almost 5 minutes. 12th play of the drive coming up from the 6. Moreno. No shot, Moreno. Touchdown, Denver.
A lot of weapons.
Quick count. It is Rice to the right, to the end zone. Touchdown, Ravens.
Ravens are wearing Cincinnati out.
with tempo. Different personnel groupings. That time, a two-back set, and Vontae Leach, the pro.
Big, tall, athletic receiver that he has a lot of familiarity with, obviously.
They're going to empty the backfield. Boy, he found the needle and threaded it to the tight end, the rookie Dwayne Allen. His first NFL catch is a touchdown.
This shows you the progression of Andrew Luck through the interception in this same situation against Chicago last week. Outstanding play by Tim Jennings, the DB.
They spread it out with 4 wide receivers. And they pass, caught, touchdown, Andre Roberts. So Cobb teams up with Roberts, as he did last week, for the winning touchdown against Seattle. And they get the 2 yards that way after spreading it out. And the first touchdown of this game, and the Cardinals take a 12-9 lead.
Yeah, those turnovers happen in the progress of trying to win a game, but a huge factor in this one.
I believe Shiano called timeout so he could get Eric Wright back on the field on a big third down. Manning steps up. He's got Cruz. Hits him in stride. Victor Cruz. Time to dance.
We're where we are, third and goal at the 1.
Third and goal at the 1. LaShawn McCoy in the backfield with Michael Vick, who will operate from the shotgun. Keeping it. Touchdown!
A lot of time left on the clock. First of all, we got to negotiate an extra point for the lead, but there's a lot of time on the clock for Joe Flacco and the Baltimore offense.
And Baltimore with 2 timeouts remaining.
Security away from the defender. That's a big thing. Second down and 7. Wilson. Anthony McCoy.
Nice formation by Darrell Bevel here. You're going to see.
They bring, as you can see, Dalton here to the bottom of your screen. And a Wildcat look. And back there is Mohamed Sanu, who will go deep, and he's got Green, and that's going to be all the way. What a way to start things here. They beat D'Angelo Hall. A 73-yard touchdown pass by Mohamed Sanu, a rookie out of Rutgers, who is a Wildcat.
Had it not lost Matt Schaub late in the season last year, might very well have been the Super Bowl representative for the AFC.
Wade Phillips had that defense playing great football, and they continue to play it all season.
This is Charles, left side, running room, on his way, up the sideline. Can he outrun the defense? He is on his way and gone. No flags on the field.
Well, I mentioned how about Kansas City's got to do something, especially throwing the
Special teams coaches, he's going to get a game ball today.
No question.
Detroit has closed that defense with a free safety, and they've got them all up now. Receivers are one-on-one.
One-on-one. What a catch, and he's going to go. Nate Washington over the back and scores over Jacob Lacey.
Completion percentage.
First down, a pump fake, and now he takes off. And Potter is inside the 10, the 5. He dives and is in for a touchdown.
Takes the lone receiver to the left. The Packers playing at the goal line. As Wilson scrambles to keep it alive. The game's final play is a Wilson lob to the end zone, which is fought for by Tate with Jennings simultaneous. Who has it? Who they give it to? Touchdown! Deciding who wins the game on this call.
Further review. The call on the field stands. Touchdown. Game is over.
Seahawks win in the most bizarre finish you'll ever see.
Big Joe is his 4th drop here this year. Yeah. Now 2nd and 10. Rodgers flushed out to his left, stays upright, has a man, touchdown, James Jones. Will Smith.
And this time, Tynes' kick is no good, just short. Accurate enough, but just short. And those extra yards come back to burn the Giants. He's by a composite 4 points.
That pass interference call is going to be discussed for a while.
Oh, yeah.
More than you did in years past. He's going against Champ Bailey today. Here in 1st and goal. Brady goes left side, and it's Walker's first touchdown of the season.
Good snap, good hole. Steelers win it, and they're 2-2.
1. Ponder to the end zone. Rudolph touchdown. His 4th touchdown reception of the season.
And that was the best throw Christian Ponder has made all day. It was absolutely perfect. And just when we thought the Vikings were going to take their foot off the gas, they took a shot at the back of the end zone, and Christian Ponder dropped a dart.
I don't know how you defend against either of them.
8 in the box here, at least for the moment, for the Chargers, and then they back off. Zone blitz. Breeze steps up, buys time, wide open, and there it is. Drew Brees to Devery Henderson.
Ladies and gentlemen, Drew Brees has just set a new NFL record by throwing a touchdown pass in 48 consecutive games. He passes the great Johnny Unitas, who set the previous mark 52 years ago.
For the win. And Hanson's kick in overtime is good. The Detroit Lions come back from a 10-point...
10, Perman in the backfield. Intercepted and picked up by Sheldon Brown, and that will be 6.
No good. So the Ravens hang on.
Between 3-2 and 2-3 in terms of making the playoffs. 51% compared to 21%.
Seattle down by 6. Again, a bootleg. Step and fire. Wilson, separation, touchdown, Rice. Seattle an extra point away from taking the lead. from Wilson to Rice.
Put the ball was clear to try to stop that play. Instead, this is it. This is why we moved up in the draft to get you.
Third and 6 at their own 24-yard line. They're going to give us a voice right again. Using the backfield with RG3s in the shotgun. Third and 6 from their own 24.
Step up, be a hero. Here we go.
Robert sends Fred Davis in motion to the right. Takes the snap. Scrambles up the middle. Breaks the tackle. Into the 30, 35, 40, up the sideline 50. RG3, electrifying.
From the 30, 35, 40, and there he goes. Robert Griffin Jr. is
Can you believe it?
3-4, second and 6.
Second and 6. Rivers going left, and it's intercepted by Chris Harris, who's all the way home. What a comeback by the Broncos!
That's Eddie Royal again. These are very difficult option routes to anticipate when you're throwing it to a target that you haven't had a lot of history with. Kudos for the Denver Broncos. What did John Fox say to this football team at halftime? He probably said, "Hey, Manning, tell the defense to play."
The Titans will start out from their 17-yard line. Chris Johnson is the feature back. Johnson finds the hole. He can explode, and he does. Down to the 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, Titans. Well, Rich, coming in, as we talked about at the start, it's a matchup of two of the weakest defensive teams in the NFL. We're looking at 31 and 32.
Made the walk back over to the Ravens bench, but bouncing around, that's a good sign. It looks like he'll be back in the next chance he gets. First and goal.
This is Arian Foster. Reaching. Touchdown.
Watch how fast this ball comes out. Skelton on the run. It's intercepted right into the hands of Harrison Smith. He's still going. Harrison Smith. That is a Viking touchdown.
Well, they miss Graham, who's a tough mismatch, but they get Moore back after missing the San Diego game. First down on the Tampa Bay 48 for Breeze. Going to the air again and going deep downfield. And the pass caught by Joseph Morgan. And Morgan gets over for the touchdown. But then after the Giants could not keep their last possession, keep the drive alive on a 3rd down and 2. As Manning looks to cruise. And he will race to the end zone.
Hilliard, the running back.
Sanchez with the ball out, and McCovery ends it. Ninkovich falls on it. New England. 29-26 final.
After review, the ruling on the field is confirmed. It is a fumble and a fair recovery by New England. Game is over.
And the New York Jets stand alone in first place now.
Romo going to throw it to the end zone. And it is a miracle touchdown for Bryant.
After reviewing the play, the receiver's hand touched out of bounds prior to him gaining possession of the ball. The pass is incomplete. It is 3rd down and 5 on the 3rd.
3-man rush. Romo throws. go to 4-0 here at Cowboys Stadium. And they are 6-2 in command of the NFC East. A spectacular game for Witten. But Tom Coughlin's Giants win it 29-.
Stafford, quick throw. End zone.
Yes! Titus Young with a Lions touchdown.
The head coach at Fresno State at the time. Brady to the end zone, and Gronkowski, another touchdown. Well, they love him over here, too.
And he will to the left side he goes, and it is Thomas for the touchdown. Demarius Thomas
At the 13-yard line of Kansas City. Rivers throw, back shoulder, touchdown, Malcolm Floyd. yards for the score.
Especially Percy Harvin with the shallow crossing routes. Peterson. First down. Peterson. There goes Adrian Peterson. All the way down around the 1-yard line, Brandon Browner saved a Viking touchdown. 74 yards.
For Miami's D's, 3rd and goal at the 9. Wake is coming up the middle. Great reception. Reggie Wayne, touchdown Colts. Beautiful throw. About the only place where he could have caught it.
Martin back in as Ware goes out. Here's Martin. Straight ahead, Doug Martin. And Doug Martin is going to score in his hometown.
She returned for touchdown. He now has 7 forced fumbles on the year. 36 in his career. Tiptoeing out of traffic is Cutler, and a touchdown pass once more to Marshall. So another turnover leading to another touchdown. Yes, indeed. A salute to you, Charles Tillman.
4 out of 4 throwing on this drive. Looks this way. That's complete. 5 out of 5. Inside the 5 to the end zone. Touchdown. Eric Decker.
First down.
And 1st and goal. To the end zone. Touchdown, Michael Turner. First touchdown of the night.
At the 15-yard line of the Ravens, it wasn't really even a drive. Pressure shown by the Saints. Pressure comes. Vick puts it up. Deflected and intercepted. Along the sideline, it's Patrick Robinson, who got a block, and Robinson is gone. It'll be 99-yard touchdown. Exactly. Flag back here at the 28-yard line, around where the block was occurring around Michael Vick.
After the interception, personal foul, low block against the offense, number 7. That penalty will be assessed on the kickoff. The result of the play is a touchdown.
So it officially will go down as a 98-yard interception return for Patrick Robinson, who gave up a couple of touchdowns last week and 2 deep balls against Denver.
Jacoby Jones will return this one from 5 yards deep in the end zone. And running one right up the side. And he is gone. Looks to be about 105 yards.
Wow. A 108 already against Dallas. Down the field so they can get the ball into the end zone for a completion and a touchdown. Jones out of the backfield. backfield. Smith misses a block. Eagles miss a couple of tackles. Touchdown. In football the rest of the way. First down and 15. Here is Peterson with a burst. Peterson, first down. Peterson. He's going to go all the way. Touchdown with the high step.
On second and 10, it's Chris Ivory cutting to the outside. He turns the corner. Picks up the Saints. First down and more. Ivory still going. One man to beat. Fakes off Dante Robinson, and he is in for a 56-yard touchdown run.
Rushing yards in the fourth quarter among all players in the NFL. And stretching into the end zone is Paulson.
Question in his third year from Tiffin University. Play action, and Breeze going into the end zone, and it's caught by Lance Moore for the touchdown. So they've been running the ball to both Ingram and Ivory, and finally Lance Moore gets free for his second touchdown catch of the game, and it's 34-10.
We talk about the efficiency of Breeze. 16, a field goal or a score of any kind wins it.
Double screen to Johnson. Andre Johnson. Here he goes. Touchdown to cap a brilliant day.
He's gotten over that, and he is physically big time on top of his game again.
Back to that 3rd and 2 play, and it's Vereen for Steve ahead and a touchdown.
How about that? If I didn't know, I think the Colts were just going to let him score there because the game was close.
Freeman, end zone. Panthers win. Buccaneers win. Dallas Clark has the touchdown.
Graham. This time, look out. It is good, and just barely, but it's a winner for Houston.
But when he gets out there, you can expect him to be running vertically down the field, and I guarantee you, whoever's covering him, if they don't have help, he's going to run right by him.
From Waxahachie, Texas, runs a 4.4240. Where's number 11? Griffin keeps it. He's got him downfield. Robinson for the touchdown. No flags. And back in the Dallas area after starting for SMU. Aikman called it. RG3 threw it. And the red
homework, or I'm not going to be able to keep up with him.
Well, years ago, we talked to Tom Moore, then at Indianapolis, the offensive coordinator. You got a busted play here, and then Sanchez gets hit. The ball is loose, and it's alive. And then going into the end zone is Steve Gregory, who's had an interception, 2 fumble recoveries, and a touchdown.
Gosh. Oh my! Vince Wilfork just threw Brandon Moore into Mark Sanchez.
From 38 yards away, Tucker sweeps the leg, and he knocks it through. The Ravens win. Somehow Baltimore finds a way. Ray Rice with one of the plays of the year in the fourth quarter to keep the drive alive, to get the game-tying field goal, and then in overtime.
Second down and 10. Wallace. Will start lateraling and throwing, and that is caught on the play by Sanders. He'll zigzag. He's hit by Ward. There's a fumble. It's recovered by Cleveland, and that's it. The Browns have beaten the Pittsburgh Steelers.
And he's out of the game at 6'6". But take a look at Dwayne Allen down the middle. Maybe he's a primary.
Here we go. Final seconds. Luck steps. Luck, a little flip. Donnie Avery, he's in. Touchdown. Indianapolis has done it. Andrew Luck has shocked the Lions.
Russell Wilson throws. Sidney Rice. Game over.
After review, the ruling on the field stands. The score, the game is over.
Touchdown, Russell Wilson to Sidney Rice. The Seahawks win on the road here in Chicago.
2nd and 7. And they give it to Brown. And Brown loses the ball. The ball is loose. It is picked up by Claiborne. And Brown, who had 2 fumbles last week, puts it down on the ground, and the Dallas Cowboys turn it into a touchdown.
As well as Bryce Brown is
Hyde against the Ravens. This for the win. The Redskins, in overtime, have defeated the Ravens 31-28.
They actually spot the ball down at the 3. 1st and goal. Leon Washington and untouched into the end zone. Record-setting run for the littlest Seahawk.
Last time the Eagles lost 9 in a row was in 1940. Trying to avoid it on this play. Foles, pass, and it's in there. Touchdown to Jeremy Maclin, and the Eagles will win.
After review, the ruling on the field is confirmed. The receiver had 2 knees down, possession of the ball throughout the process of the catch. By rule, the extra point must be attempted.
The Eagles lead 22-21.
Yeah, and that hasn't just been that 1 week after that game. That's been since that point on, almost recreating a scene from the movie The Program, where anyone was allowed to touch and knock the football free, and if that happened, everyone was in trouble.
Newton running. Newton gets to the corner. Cam down the sideline. Cam Newton. Hesitation. Still on his feet. Cam Newton. Touchdown, Carolina. What a play. Superman. And what a block by Steve Smith. Michael turnover. Peterson. He's in. Touchdown. His 2nd of the quarter.
Slam Newton in the national championship game.
That'll have him knocking on the door of close to a 100-yard rushing game. Not quite there.
10 at the 18. Here's the handoff. Adrian Peterson.
Uh-oh! Watch out! A.D. sprinting. Touchdown, Minnesota. 82 yards. And you said, partner, it was only a matter of time.
A victory. And the kick is good.
The Giants' 3-yard line. Ryan to the end zone for Julio Jones. He's got it. His 2nd touchdown today.
Downfield and left the hole underneath open. Flacco. Throws. Intercepted on the
took over for Alex Smith before the Monday nighter against Chicago. And the pass to the end zone is caught by Randy Moss for a touchdown.
He gets the carry and fights to the goal line. Touchdown, Toby Gerhardt.
Huber on the hold, and Josh Brown delivers it from 43. The kick is good.
Stay on my ass.
Chase Daniel will place it down. Hartley for the win. His kick is good. So the New Orleans Saints come away with the victory in overtime, despite the Cowboys coming back from 14 points down to the final 4 minutes. Dallas very much stays alive. They will be scoreboard watching with the Giants and Ravens.
To 13, a third down and 10. Look into the end zone, and spectacular. It is a touchdown into the corner to Santana Moss.
So, Chad Henne throws the pick, and on the run is the linebacker. There's that speed. Brown, you talked about him, a draft choice from North Carolina, takes it the distance, and the Titans are an extra point away from tying the game.
He and Walsh have put the Vikings into the playoffs. We want to welcome in a new audience, and you're joining us for the celebration.
And opt to kick the field goal. Morris, can he get in? And he does. Touchdown. So Morris cements it. The Redskins will go to the playoffs.
Wait a minute.
Wait a second.
Wait a minute.
Did the ball come out?
It did, and they're pointing towards the Dallas Cowboys here.
That was the indication. There was a touchdown. There's the touchdown signal coming in from the line judge. He signaled touchdown. Of course, whether it's a turnover or scoring play.
The plane of the goal, part of the ball being loose, it's a touchdown.
It's within 2 minutes. Of course,